What is going on at Anfield? Liverpool have made contact. A Juventus star is being chased, and Richard Hughes might be cooking up a masterstroke. Make sure you subscribe right now so you don't miss any breaking Liverpool transfer updates. Contact made as Liverpool chase extremely versatile winger. With close Anfield ties, Liverpool have made an approach to sign Dominik Szoboszlai and Milos Kerkez's Hungary teammate Roland Salai, the player's father has confirmed. Hungary is re-emerging as a factory for elite talent, with Liverpool profiting from this development. They paid RB Leipzig £60 million for Szoboszlai in July 2023, while Kerkez arrived from Bournemouth in a £40 million deal last summer. Szoboszlai has been arguably Liverpool's best performer during what has been an underwhelming defence of their Premier League title. Kerkez had a rocky start to his Liverpool career, but has improved in recent months. Liverpool's contingent of Hungarian stars could increase this summer, with Galatasaray winger Salai the next to potentially join. Recent reports in Hungary have suggested Liverpool are in talks to sign Salai, and his father, Tibor Salai, has now responded to the speculation. Liverpool could be such a destination, and I admit I wouldn't be surprised if this club change happened now, Tibor Salai told Hungarian newspaper Blick. I know that contact has already been made through a management office. I don't want to shout anything, but my son will really have a good chance in the summer if there is an offer that is also beneficial for Galatasaray to change country and level. It wouldn't be just any moment if Liverpool were to run out onto the Anfield Road turf with 3 Hungarians in the starting lineup. While Salai would not be a blockbuster signing for Arne Slot's side, he could be a great squad addition. The 28-year-old is traditionally a winger, but can operate in a variety of wide roles. This season, he has mainly played at right back, while last term, he also operated as a right winger, right wing back, and left wing back. Salai's market value is just €10 million, or £9 million, or $12 million, which means Liverpool could snare an extremely versatile player for a low price. Salai could bolster Liverpool's right-back options, allowing Szoboszlai to play in central midfield more regularly. Jeremy Frimpong and Connor Bradley are both in Slot's squad, but they have had injury-hit campaigns. Salai could also help Liverpool move on from Federico Chiesa this summer. The Italian has been heavily linked with a return to Serie A amid interest from former club Juventus alongside AC Milan and Napoli. But Salai does not have the goal-scoring prowess to help Liverpool prepare for life after Mohamed Salah. Yan Diomande would be the better signing. Instead, that responsibility may fall to Leipzig ace Yan Diomande. We revealed on February 16th that Liverpool are the most advanced Premier League club in the chase for Diomande, ahead of rivals such as Manchester United and Arsenal. Although our sources have shut down claims that there is already an agreement in place between Liverpool and the Ivorian. Diomande's father could have a big impact on the player's future, similar to Salai. Diomande has spoken twice about a potential move to Anfield, with his father a big Liverpool supporter. In January, the 19-year-old admitted his father would love to see him star for Liverpool. Liverpool, Slot sack update, Salai alternative. Meanwhile, a journalist has confirmed Slot is far from safe as Liverpool boss, while also discussing the complexities around his situation. Instead of signing Salai, Liverpool could land a free agent right-back in a masterful move. Plus, 6 clubs have reportedly converged on Anfield icon Andy Robertson as he prepares for his next challenge. In another news, Rafael Leao pays emotional tribute to Diogo Jota and outlines impact on Portugal team. Rafael Leao has paid tribute to his former teammate Diogo Jota, who tragically died in a car crash in Spain over the summer, with the Portugal star remembering his legacy. AC Milan and Portugal star Rafael Leao has paid homage to Diogo Jota, whose memory continues to inspire the national team squad ahead of the World Cup. The Liverpool forward tragically lost his life over the summer, leaving those close to him devastated by the shocking news. Jota died while driving through Zamora, Spain, in his Lamborghini when a flat tyre suddenly burst and sent the car veering off the road. His brother also passed away in the incident. The Portuguese international, who had only just secured the Premier League title at Anfield, was cherished by both his club and international colleagues. Leão disclosed that Jota was also an excellent listener and remarkably generous, while he also made the effort to visit him in Milan. Everyone cared about him, he said in an interview with CBS, even if sometimes he was in his corner talking with his wife or kids. But he was a good teammate and always wanted to help everyone, even me sometimes. Sometimes I used to ask him for a few things, and he would also ask me for tickets for his family to come to AC Milan to watch some games. Jota's funeral in July was an incredibly moving occasion, with international colleagues Bruno Fernandes, Ruben Dias, Bernardo Silva, Ruben Neves, along with current and former Liverpool players, Porto president André Villas-Boas and Portugal manager Roberto Martinez, all in attendance. Asked whether his passing would motivate Portugal to claim World Cup glory, Leão responded, "Every game we think about him. Always after a game he was there celebrating and if he could score a goal, and every game we think about him." Leão and Jota were both involved in Portugal's previous World Cup campaign, which ended in a surprise defeat to Morocco in the quarter-finals in Qatar. They have yet to lift the World Cup, but have the opportunity to achieve that feat this summer in North America, with Jota's memory among their driving forces. During pre-season, Leão delivered his own homage to Jota, following his opening goal for Milan against Liverpool. The Portuguese forward formed the number 20 with his fingers. It was a restrained celebration from the winger, who was eager to honour the player. This campaign, the Liverpool squad has worn a Forever 20 emblem, acknowledging Jota's retired shirt number, on their jerseys and stadium jackets throughout the season. The Portugal international became the first player in the Reds' history to have his number permanently retired following the tragedy. In another news, Liverpool transfer news, a $71 million Juventus star chased alongside Xabi Alonso, favourite Liverpool transfer news, as two $71 million rated defenders are linked, including a Juventus star and a former favourite of Xabi Alonso's at Bundesliga side Bayer Leverkusen. Liverpool did plenty of work in the summer of 2025, but a year on, sporting director Richard Hughes will have some more reshaping to do, regardless of which competition the Reds have qualified for. Arne Slot's roster looks light in a couple of key areas, and that is before any players leave, which is always a possibility. As a result, over the next few weeks and months, you can expect several names to be linked. Here is the Liverpool.com verdict on the latest transfer gossip to emerge around the Reds. We start with an Italian fullback who keeps being touted for a Premier League switch. Andrea Cambiaso, Juventus and Italy fullback Andrea Cambiaso is one of the players being considered by Liverpool heading into the summer, at least according to Court Offside. Manchester City has also been tipped to move for the 26-year-old, who would be valued at around $71 million or £52 million. He can play on both sides of the defence and also in midfield. Cambiaso is under contract until 2029. Liverpool already has Connor Bradley and Jeremy Frimpong to play right back, though both are currently out injured. At left back, Andy Robertson could leave when his contract expires, having been of interest to Tottenham in January. Milos Kerkez has been in better form of late after arriving from Bournemouth last summer. Liverpool.com says, signing a full-back could be important for the Reds if Robertson leaves, but Kostas Tsimikas is currently out on loan and could be one solution if the money is needed elsewhere. Edmund Tapsoba. While Liverpool has already snapped up exciting centre-back talent Jeremy Jacquet ahead of the summer, the Reds and Manchester United are being linked with a move for a Bayer Leverkusen star. Edmund Tapsoba, a 27-year-old valued at around $71 million or £52 million, is said to be of interest to the Premier League duo, in addition to PSG and Real Madrid, according to the German outlet Fußballdaten. The defender has played more than 250 games for Bayer Leverkusen and was a key man under Xabi Alonso during its unbeaten Bundesliga title victory. But Leverkusen is said to be willing to let Tapsoba leave this summer to fund a spending spree for Kasper Hjulmand, who replaced the fired Erik ten Hag in September. Liverpool.com says if Ibrahima Konate leaves, then the Reds may need another centre-back. If the Frenchman stays, however, which would be the preferable outcome, then Liverpool may not need to sign another player in that position. In another news, Richard Hughes Masterclass to secure Liverpool free agent, right back as £100 million target green lights, stunning switch. Liverpool are being tipped to swoop for a free agent right back from Italy this summer, given the club's ongoing struggles since Trent Alexander-Arnold's departure, while an incredible centre-back target is ready to walk away from a Premier League rival and open the door to a potentially stunning Anfield switch. The Reds have had all sorts of issues in the right-back position this season, with Jeremy Frimpong, Connor Bradley and Joe Gomez all suffering differing levels of injury issues, leaving the likes of Dominic Szoboszlai and Curtis Jones being forced to step in as cover. There is talk of Frimpong actually being transformed into a right-sided winger, given how impressive he was in a wing-back role at previous club Bayer Leverkusen, along with growing concerns that Mo Salah could be on his way to Saudi Arabia this summer. Taking that into account, the latest reports from Italy claim that Liverpool sporting director Richard Hughes is primed to swoop for an experienced Roma star. Liverpool want Turkey star to fill problem position. Turkey international Zeki Çelik is the player in question, with the 29-year-old Roma star out of contract in 2026 and no sign of a new deal on the way in the Italian capital. Çelik normally plays as a conventional right-back but can also slot in as a right-sided centre-back in back three to showcase his versatility. It was reported last week that the defender had sealed an agreement to join Juventus in the off-season. However, his agent Fazil Özdemir put an end to speculation that a switch to Turin was on the cards in a move that could end up benefiting the Reds. That statement from Özdemir was actually picked up by Italian outlet Calcio Mercato and read, "Rumours that Zeki has reached an agreement with a club are inaccurate. He currently plays for a major club, and it's natural for major teams in Italy and England to show interest in a player competing at this level and for his name to be associated with those clubs." His contract with Roma expires at the end of the season. However, he has great respect for the club. At this stage, he is not focusing on contractual or transfer issues. His full attention and commitment are focused on supporting Roma in achieving its objectives. We believe all other matters will be addressed and resolved in due course, in a professional and respectful manner. Çelik, who has made 138 appearances for Roma, could end up being a low-cost option for Liverpool if he did join, given that he currently only earns around £43,000 per week in Rome. And with the mooted switch to Juventus now seemingly off the table, a Liverpool swoop could be one to keep an eye on when Çelik's contract officially ends this summer. Van de Ven Chase ramps up team talk, can reveal how Liverpool and Manchester United are closely monitoring the situation surrounding Tottenham Hotspur defender Mickey van de Ven, with the Dutch international open to leaving the North London club this summer. The 24-year-old centre-back is attracting plenty of interest amid a turbulent Spurs campaign that sees them battling relegation after sacking Thomas Frank and bringing in Igor Tudor as interim boss. Sources indicate that Van de Ven is seriously weighing up his options, particularly as contract talks with the club remain on hold until the end of the season, as we revealed on Monday. Liverpool have a long-standing admiration for the classy Netherlands international, having tracked him closely during his time in Germany before he moved to Tottenham. Although they stepped back from that pursuit previously, the Reds are actively seeking defensive reinforcements this summer as they continue to have doubts over soon-to-be free agent Ibrahima Konate. However, we can also reveal that should Man United secure Champions League football this season, they will also become genuine contenders for the Van de Ven's signature. Real Madrid represent perhaps the most ambitious destination though, with the Spanish giants having been admirers of the Dutch talent for many years. More Liverpool news, Szoboszlai new deal timeline. Six club Robertson chase. Our sources remain adamant that Dominik Szoboszlai is on course to sign a new Liverpool contract with a timeline set on when a new deal could be announced, while a trusted and well-informed journalist moved to play down speculation that the Hungarian would depart for Real Madrid in a blockbuster move this summer. Elsewhere, Liverpool and Real Madrid are closely monitoring left-back Andrea Cambiaso, according to a report, which comes just months after former Juventus manager Igor Tudor backed the Italy international to move to Madrid or Merseyside. Finally, the identities of the six clubs looking at signing Andy Robertson via free agency have been revealed, while Liverpool have also been linked with a €70 million rated left-back who'd take his place and compete with Milos Kerkez. In another news, Arsenal, Liverpool tracking rising Germany star as double Bundesliga raid beckons Eintracht Frankfurt are bracing themselves for a major challenge this summer, with both of their standout fullbacks attracting strong Premier League attention. Nathaniel Brown has dominated headlines in recent months, and, as Team Talk can confirm, he is not alone in drawing interest from England's top clubs. Namdi Collins, Frankfurt's dynamic right-back, who can also operate centrally, has emerged as another player high on Premier League scouting lists. The 22-year-old joined Frankfurt in 2023 after rising through Borussia Dortmund's academy, and was even the subject of a failed bid from Chelsea when he was just 16. Since making the move, Collins has flourished, establishing himself as one of the Bundesliga's most promising young defenders and earning his first Germany cap last August. While Brown has been heavily scouted, Collins too has been catching the eye. Arsenal, already monitoring Brown, are impressed by Collins and view him as a player with similarities to Ben White, especially relevant as the club considers its long-term options on the right side of defence. But the Gunners aren't alone. Liverpool, Manchester City, Newcastle United, Brighton and Hove Albion and Brentford have all made checks on Collins in recent months, with his physical profile, recovery pace and versatility making him an increasingly attractive option for clubs seeking defensive reinforcements in a tight market. Frankfurt, however, hold a strong negotiating position. Collins is under contract until 2030. Meaning any deal would require a significant offer. Still, with top-flight English clubs circling and Brown facing similar interest, the Bundesliga side could be heading into a pivotal summer that reshapes both of their full-back positions. My colleague, Fraser Fletcher, revealed on November 18th that Manchester United and City are battling for Brown's signature. Sources confirmed to us on January 29 that Man United have stepped up their hunt for a new left-back by scouting Brown in the Champions League. Returning to Arsenal, our sources state that White's future at the Emirates is far from certain. Collins is not the only right-back Arsenal are keen on, as they are also watching Sporting CP's Ivan Fresneda closely. Arsenal reject Real Madrid approach. Liverpool in for Dutch starlet. Meanwhile, Real Madrid have made an inquiry for a world-class Arsenal star, but it has been quickly shut down by the Gunners. We exclusively revealed on Tuesday that Mikel Arteta has greenlit a summer signing worth £45 million. Elsewhere, Liverpool have burst into the race for a Dutch talent who could be even better than Kees Smit. In another news, Liverpool explode into race to sign Dutch wonderkid, who could be even better than Kees Smit. Exclusive. While AZ Alkmaar's Kees Smit remains the most heralded talent in the Eredivisie, our sources suggest that Ajax star Sean Steur is now viewed by several top clubs as a potentially even better option, with Liverpool among his many elite suitors. With Smit expected to leave this summer, possibly for the Premier League, Steur could soon follow. The 18-year-old made his first team debut last season, and, after starting the campaign with young Ajax, has progressed to become a key part of the senior squad under interim boss Fred Grimm. A ball-playing two-footed holding midfielder, Steur has looked completely at ease in the first team, despite having fewer than a dozen senior starts. Steur's performances have caused a stir across Europe, Eintracht Frankfurt held talks in January to try and strike a deal, but quickly realised his growing reputation may put him out of reach this summer. Interest is now surging from across the channel, and Team Talk can reveal that Liverpool, Arsenal and Manchester United have all been watching Sture closely in recent weeks, with scouts attending multiple Ajax games. All three English giants are in the market for a new holding midfielder this summer and are assessing whether Sture could be ready for the Premier League. Arsenal have been exploring young options, including Lille's Ayoub Boadi, but Sture's progress has made him a standout candidate. Liverpool and United, meanwhile, have Elliot Anderson, Carlos Baleba and Adam Wharton on their radar, but Sture's name is now being discussed. Chelsea, Man City also in the mix for Ajax sensation. The interest doesn't stop there. Blueco and Citigroup, whose senior clubs are Chelsea and Manchester City, have been tracking Sture for longer than most, and both Tottenham and Newcastle, huge admirers of Smith, have also checked on Ajax's midfield prodigy. Ajax, for their part, are determined to keep Sture long-term. Some within the club believe he could be their best midfield prospect since Frenkie de Jong, a comparison that only adds to the excitement surrounding his future. The teenager has made 30 appearances across all competitions for Ajax this season, notching 2 goals and 4 assists in the process. While the campaign has been disappointing by Ajax's sky-high standards, Sture's performances and progression has undoubtedly been one of the huge positives. Sture is contracted until 2028, so Ajax are in a strong negotiating position. But with so many top sides tracking the midfielder, it's hard to see him staying in Amsterdam for long. Latest Liverpool news: Robertson race ignites Van de Ven battle. Meanwhile, interest is heating up in Liverpool left-back Andy Robertson, who is set to become a free agent when his contract expires at the season's end. As previously reported, Celtic are keen to bring Robertson back to Parkhead, but 3 Premier League clubs are interested in him, though one of those stands effectively no chance of securing his signature. In other news, Liverpool are firmly in the mix to sign Tottenham centre-back Mickey van de Ven, who is open to leaving Spurs this summer amid their struggles on the pitch. Manchester United and Real Madrid are also keen, as the Reds add another Dutch star to their shortlist. Big changes could be coming to Anfield this summer. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Which signing do you want most? Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for daily Liverpool transfer news.